Hi everyone, welcome to my talk, System Monitoring Different Way. Let's get started. My name is Marek. I'm a system manager. I'm a husband and father. This is my retail handler, and I love to run new things and figure things out. So let's get started. Let's do Sysmon one-on-one. What the Sysmon is basically Sysmon monitor and log system activity for the Windows event logs. It provided details as process creation, network connection, DNS requests, etc. They're basically bundled with the security information and event management system SIEM. And basically what it does, they usually grab those logs, ship them somewhere to the central location for the further analysis. Whatever the Sysmon was a graph, I started asking this question to myself because of the Bloodhound, which basically visualize Active Directory environment, or something as a logon tracer that basically shows logon Windows events as a graph. So on the right hand side, there is a Windows process creation from the Sysmon, and especially things in the red square are really interesting as a process ID and parent process ID, or because both are the same thing, they're processes, and there is some kind of relation between them. So that give us really good start what it can be. So let me introduce the Sysmon graph. What it is the graphical representation of Sysmon logs. It looks like something of the things on the right. We will see the demonstration later. It has really simple UI. It's basically HTML file, and you can run it from the browser. As the backend, it required Neo4j database to query all the graphs. There is lots of JavaScript on that HTML file, as you need to JavaScript to grab those information from Neo4j database. For collecting or acquiring logs from the Windows, I have write a PowerShell script as well, which is on the GitHub page. There is also the folder called Docker, which contains information how to spin it up your Docker containers quite easily for demonstration. So let's do some demo time. So this is Sysmon graph. This is how it look like, and as you see right here on the top left corner, I just basically specified 300 nodes at the beginning. It's basically some kind of the protection for how many nodes I really want to acquire from the database, because they can be a lot. There is search option, which is empty because we have no database load that in. So let's get started with that. We can go to admin. We can go to load graph, choose file. Let's pick up our first data set. Wait a couple seconds, and we're going to be there. You go. If you scroll a little bit further, you will see lots of information. Let's pick up some graph. Let's pick up this one. So as you see, all those nodes, all those bubbles represent the nodes as a process creation. And if we click on those, there is a detailed information about those. On the left-hand side, there is a search options that basically show you all the information about all the nodes currently in the database, such as date, such as all the accounts that was used or launched, and all the process names. On the data information, you see basically all the information you would see from the Sysmon logs as well. So for the event creation, we see something like the current directory, command line, and hashes. We basically have a DNS request here, which was request for one client Microsoft product, which is it was one driver requested that, and there's our results. There is also file was created, as you can see here, and that's the let's freeze it. That's the name of the file and basically the target file name. So basically that's what we can do. We can just basically reset our interface to see, like you can see there is lots of small, I don't know if you can see it, there's lots of small graphs not tied together. We can just change the viewing to circle, which basically give us the different perspective of those graphs, something like this one. We can freeze it one more time. and we can do exactly the same things, highlight on any of them, and follow up the path on those. If you decide to follow up the path, let's say we pick up the software reporter tools, which was launched by Kali user. User, there you go. Kali, there is an ID, there is a name, file version, and everything was from company Google. We can basically follow this node and just give us only 2 hops on the nodes. So there is our reporter. There is basically 2 maximum hops, which is like 1 and 2. These settings can be changed. If you highlight over the admin, you can just basically change maximum nodes. Let's say 250 and the jump from 3. If you save the settings, you see it reflects right here. And if you change it for 3, so it should, yeah, it shows a couple extra nodes. From reporter to Chrome to Explorer to a couple extra nodes. Just reset the interface. This is how does it look like. Freeze. We also have lots of different nodes. As you can see, every color represents different kind of the nodes. So the blue one are usually processes. The red one are basically file creation. The green one is basically file stream created. So basically file they created during some events. There is network connection as well. Like we can see a couple of those to even IPv6 and a couple of DNS requests as well. Sometimes it could be so many nodes to figure out what we're really looking for. So I create a button for just processes. So if you click over this, we basically see only processes connecting to its processes. You just basically freeze, and you see probably one of the most interesting we are looking right now. It's basically MSHDA exec file, which was executed from Kali downloads folder. Well, that sounds interesting. Let's follow up what was the next process created after that. It's our command line. And if you like what the command was executed, we can see it was a PowerShell. So probably worth to investigate this machine a little bit more further. If you look a little bit more closely, there you see like there's some command line already executed, and there was like lots of really similar action to get some information about this machine, probably. Something like the architecture of the system running from Windows 10 folder looks really suspicious for me. Okay, we can go to admin. We can also delete all the nodes so we don't see anything else. And what we can do right now is just go to admin again, load our, let's say, our second data set, and open it up. So lots of nodes. So a couple of seconds it will reboot, and it looks like this one. Just freeze it. Let's have a look. This is architecture. This is a hierarchy version. How it looks like. We see some interesting stuff. You know what? Let's change to admin. Let's change our grabs for 3 again, and maximum nodes for 200. Save changes. And this one without the name, which we basically, if you go into processes, you see there is like, lots of processes, but like one has no name. Why? So you can submit it. We can see that, okay, that has like running from user Kali downloads DNS cat, which that's the command. Just make a circle, looks nicer. And there is some DNS server on 10.1, 192.168.1.75, which showed there is some DNS request. So we just follow the nodes by 3, and you basically kind of starts guessing, hey, what's probably happened. Can probably adjust our settings to, let's say, 4 to see one more hop. Maybe we can see something interesting. So let's do it. Okay, that sounds interesting. So it seems our application, which DNS cats, was executing from the PowerShell, which was download. Looks like there is a file, which is download from our Explorer, which may potentially run from here. who knows? That's the potential. But yeah, as you can see, we kind of quickly identified that there is a potentially something violations happen with this computer and should be looked at further, which basically is supposed to be my tool. So this is basically demo time, and if you have any questions, just reach out to me via Discord or Twitter. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day.